afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Saturday, February 22, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. You may be able to sense something that is transpiring on this planet with many of us. And it is an awakening from the deep hypnosis that has been woven into our lives by school, society, even our ancestors for generations. This hypnotizing has programmed us all to believe the one fundamental lie, which is we are powerless. We've been conditioned to believe that this life is a struggle, and the deep, enduring pain of hard work is the only path to getting anywhere. Now, we've all grown up with that for generations, for thousands of years, and we follow it. We've been led to think that we must climb out of the public school prison only to find ourselves scaling yet another corporate ladder, all in the pursuit of success. We've been trained to chase credentials and certificates as if they were the keys to our self-worth. And we never realize that true spiritual worth has always lived within us, untouched and unmeasurable. The real truth for all of us on this planet is that we are divine beings with the innate ability to manifest anything by aligning our awareness with a clear and focused intention. We all kind of have the idea of what manifestation is. It is not about force or effort, but about harnessing the quiet power of pure, sustained attention. When we hold our mind steadily on a single stream of thought, immersed into the feeling of what we truly desire, we activate the creative forces of this universe. When you can maintain your purest attention on one idea for just a handful of seconds, 17, 18 seconds, you ignite the spark of creation, generating enough quantum energy to set the manifestation process in motion. With each subsequent 17, 18, whatever you feel comfortable with, second interval, the momentum of your intention grows exponentially, drawing from the infinite field of potentiality. When our focused thought reaches 68 seconds, we align with a powerful frequency that attracts corresponding energies and experiences into our physical reality. Like everything, it's a practice. It's not merely about thinking, but about feeling, embodying, and vibrating at the frequency of your desire. It is a sacred art of merging our awareness with the vision, allowing this universe to co-create with us effortlessly. The discovery lies in holding this space with a relaxed, trusting, and open heart, knowing that this universe is always responding to the vibration we offer. And as Hermie quoted, the outer world is a reflection of the inner world, as within, so without. Now, we've been conditioned from a very young age to believe in separation from our true power. The great powers that controlled our society for eons did not want us to connect with our divine essence, because then we wouldn't be so easily controllable. But the more we investigate this lie, the more we realize the truth. We are a powerful divine creator, every one of us. We are a spiritual being who is eternal, infinite, and will never die. Every problem that we face can be instantly transformed with a spiritual perspective. And when we see challenges through the eyes of an all-powerful spiritual being, which each of us are, they become opportunities for growth and enlightenment. Life isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. Whenever we feel this disconnection from our power and truth, we then need to approach God with honesty. Even if it feels uncomfortable, just say, God, where are you? I feel lost. I feel separate and disconnected. When you take one step toward creating a deeper intimacy with the Source, the God Source takes 10 steps towards you. The divine is always there, waiting to support you and lift you up into your spiritual truth. When you live with this level of openness, listening, and devotion to the God Source, your entire life becomes a prayer. Your actions, thoughts, words align with higher purpose. You become a beacon of light, and your very presence inspires those around you. This is the path of true mastery. To find truth, you must be willing to lose everything that is not true. Arya. Ultimately, all of this is an invitation to surrender. Release the struggle, constant efforting, and the need to control. The ego has been programmed to believe that control is necessary. True surrender is not about giving up. It is about giving in to the divine flow of life. When we fully embrace the God Source within ourselves, this life begins to carry us. We feel grace guiding our every step. We realize that love is the essence of everything we experience. Living in the modern world with relationships, children, and responsibilities is the true path of a spiritual warrior. It is much easier to sit in a cave as a monk, away from the world's demands. Real growth and transformation happen when you bring spirituality into the beautiful chaos of everyday life. You are being called to bring your divine power into this world. Shine your light brightly. See how the sacred light of your consciousness is woven into every little thing, even the most mundane moments of your life. When you look within, notice the part of you that cannot be hurt, threatened, or dimmed. It is like the sun. You can surround it with clouds, but its light still shines through. This is your eternal essence. It is unchangeable and untouchable. Many of us do not realize that they can let go of the mind's limitations until they approach death. They are so attached to the mind as their identity. You are ready for this next evolution in consciousness now. You are ready to free yourself from the constraints of the mind, step fully into the infinite awareness that is your natural state. When you truly hold on to your connection with this part that cannot be hurt, threatened, or dimmed, you are claiming your power back. The more you focus your attention on this aspect of you who cannot be touched by anything of this 3D world, you are discovering the real truth of who you are. And this truth is the gateway to your freedom and enlightenment to this lifetime. Surrender to what is and let go of what was. Have faith in what will be. Sonia Rakati. Now, whether enlightenment manifests in this lifetime or the next, the truth, once realized, cannot be unseen. After all, we are all supremely powerful, divine, enlightened beings. All we're doing now is rediscovering that. That's what we're doing. It becomes a seed within our consciousness and quietly growing and weaving its way into the fabric of our reality. Honoring our spiritual essence is sacred because it is the wellspring of our growth. When we respect the spiritual truth inside us, we nourish our soul and ignite a journey of awakening. Without this devotion, we stagnate like a rock gathering moss, weighted down by the inertia of an unexamined life. Devotion is much more powerful than discipline. Discipline demands effort and rigidity. Devotion calls you into surrender. When you devote yourself to the divine, to that deep and intimate connection with God or Source, you enter a space of grace and ease. It is not about pushing, forcing, or striving. It is about allowing, flowing, and trusting. Devotion is the quiet current beneath the river's surface that carries you to the ocean of infinite potential. Life is a mystery to be lived, not some existential problem to be figured out. The mind, with all its logic, if you want to call it that, and limitation, is too small to grasp the vastness of existence. There is a sacred meeting place between our ego and soul. It is the middle path that Buddha spoke of. It's not found in extremes or absolutes, but in the gentle art of being present in the now. The deeper truth of our being lives in this gap that is beyond the constructs of the mind. When we breathe into this space where both possibilities coexist, we breathe into the space where both possibilities coexist, we begin to experience the dance with the infinite. When the mind is quiet, the heart is free to speak. Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj. To manifest true freedom and enlightenment, cultivate a deeper connection with the divine. Ask for guidance. Surrender your desires. Recognize that you are not meant to walk this path alone. None of us are ever alone, ever. We are not separate from God. We are a living extension of that infinite power. And the more we surrender into this intimacy, the more miracles will unfold instantly before us. What once felt like struggle becomes effortless. What once seemed distant becomes a part of your everyday experience. And on the path to awakening, it's vital to remember that your ego is a cunning and brilliant tyrant. It is that very strong, loud voice that coerces you to remain small, safe, and stuck in the old stories of who you think you are. It tempts you to believe that this life must be hard, that suffering and struggle are your only way forward to succeed. But the truth is, life is not meant to be so difficult. The seed must push its way through the soil to find the light. Yet there is a force that is always guiding its way. The struggle you experience in this life is a symptom of the disconnection we have been programmed to accept. We are taught to live with discipline and control rather than with devotion and trust. And when we release the ego's grip, we step into the gentle embrace of awakening. We discover that manifestation is not a process of forcing things into being, but of allowing the universe to flow through us. It is an effortless dance of aligning with the divine, where life becomes a living prayer and your actions become sacred rituals. Trust in the divine intelligence that breathes life into every moment. Let go of your deepest internal struggles today. Know that it is a choice for every one of us, and our soul is guiding us home. Grace is lighting our path, and that love is the essence of all we experience. Remember always that this universe is not only supporting you, it is celebrating your every step. And when you align with this truth, you become a radiant force of light. You inspire those around you simply by being. Your life becomes a testament to the divine unfolding, and your journey is nothing less than a sacred adventure of the soul. As I have shared many times, we are on a massive spiritual evolution. Never before that has transpired on this planet. And this is why you can sense that you yourself are becoming more aware. Not judgmental. That's ego mind. You're becoming much more aware also of your ego mind thoughts, which is phenomenal. You're able to discern that, wait a minute, that's an ego mind thought. So I don't care to engage with it or interact with it. I'm just going to let it pass by. And it does. It passes by. And another one will come in. And another and another. And you just let it pass by. It really isn't. You get to the awareness that you know. You just know. It isn't something that you're guessing or supposing. You know deep within your heart mind what it is. Then you begin to feel more awareness, more awakening to you, to who and what you are. Everything that's been taught to us, everything, pretty much, is an illusion, disillusionment, misguidedness. If you came across billions of gods and material, physical, organic form. And you knew they were gods in the body, pure consciousness, right? You knew that they were highly enlightened beings that were omnipotently powerful. What would you do to contain them within those bodies? How would you get them to be living or existing in falsity? Exactly what they've been doing for a long time. But you know what? When we can actually talk about it without revenge, without anger, without getting even, which is all ego mind, which defeats our purpose, and through the heart, mind, and the now, we surrender it. It's all about you. You discovering that you're pure consciousness in that body. Omnipotently powerful. That you don't, see, we were not designed, these bodies weren't, to do what? Push, force, pull, yank, scrape, climb. That's not our natural state of being. Our natural state of being is being in reverence to oneself, the God that you are in the body, and knowing that deeply, eternally, and embracing it. And you have, you're part of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Most of us do not, we don't focus on that because we're so distracted. It's like in this meditation. When you find a comfortable place, you make sure you have no outside distraction. You become very still. You relax into your body. And that's the only way the body's going to relax, by you relaxing into the body. Nothing else really does it. A lot of things have been tried. But relaxing into the body and just focusing on your breath rising and falling. You're in the moment, you're in the now, and you're watching, listening, you're being. And when you're in that vibrational frequency, you can ask for anything. And it will manifest. When you're in helter-skelter, pushing and pulling and rushing here and there, that's you're not able to do that. You are so distracted on so many different frequencies that you're not there with it. We are beginning, the gods that we are in these bodies, to realize that the body, just how powerful we are through heart-mindedness. And it's all over. It's happening all over the planet. This isn't like before. Okay? Yeah, there's always people waking up, but this is a much more numerous effect with the civilization, the species of this planet. It doesn't mean that you're bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and you know it all, and it's all there, right? It means that you start to discover things within you, about you. And you start to see things a lot clearer, where before it was kind of foggy, right? And most of the time you would just blow it off. But now it's getting to where you're feeling a great force, a great power within you. It's not something that goes away. It's something that you have identified as always being there. And you realize that I'm none of this. I'm only here temporarily to enjoy it and move on. As we transition into higher spiritual awareness about who and what we are in these bodies, that we cannot be harmed, we cannot be touched, that we are divine perfection, and we are the only thing that is real. Everything else is an illusion. Doesn't it make sense that we create these illusions for enjoyment or experience? We are creators. So we create things for ourselves. We create things for ourselves every day. Now, that doesn't mean that we are perfectly clear on that. Some of us are becoming more so. And we're also becoming much more aware of our thoughts. And you begin to realize, you kind of have a laugh with yourself, because some of these thoughts that the ego mind sends in are absolutely ludicrous. You're going, wow, that is an ego mind thought. So it's just going to pass by. Crazy things, right? We all experience them. And these thoughts come in and they're like way out there. Normally, most of us would just go, wow, where did that come from? Not comprehending the fact that, well, that came from your ego mind. But we begin to open more to ourselves, within ourselves, and more of this becomes clear and apparent. Not only that, all of that noise that we all experience. Some of us will say, I'm gonna just dump everything, my phone, my lap, all this stuff. I'm just gonna leave it, and I'm gonna go somewhere where all I can hear is silence, or the wind through the trees. And people have done that throughout the ages, where they just go off and decompress and take a lot of the things that cause the interference out of the picture. But see, we can create that within ourselves. And obviously we have created a lot of things in many lifetimes that we've experienced. And now we are moving ourselves into high spirituality, of a complete discovery that we are gods in these bodies, that we are not these bodies, that we are not our names, that we're none of that, and that everything is temporary. So we choose to exist in the now, because we know that the now really is all that there is. And from the now, we begin to create our futures. We look at the past and we know it's all gone. Ego mind will, the subconscious mind will play back things from your past, come in out of the clear blue. And it's weird. It doesn't seem to be any connection. It just comes flooding in from the past. And then you say to yourself, now why did that come in? Remember, your subconscious mind at random will play things back to you during the course of your life. Could have been 20, 30 years ago. All of a sudden it plays it back to you. And then you say to yourself, that's all gone. That's just dead and gone. It doesn't exist anymore. It is past. And then the ego mind wants to pull you into the future, where most people will go to bed at night, right? Lay their head on the pillow, and their mind is going 1,000 miles a second. everything, all kinds of stuff. Future, past, present, constantly running and rolling. And we worry and we stress and we fear about everything and anything. And the more we worry, stress, and fear, more and more and more comes in of everything and anything. One connects to the other that connects to the other that connects to the other. It's never ending. We really don't, we get caught up in it, so we don't know what we're doing, that we're motivating it. But then you get to a comprehension where you say to yourself, I know what's going on here. This is all ego mind stuff. Why would I expend my energy? Not sleeping well, not doing this with, and because of what? Illusions. They're all illusions. And because when we realize that I just don't care to focus on that, I focus on that, I'm going to create it. And that's the truth. Whatever it may be. So what we do is we identify these things, and we get better and better and better at it. And we're not judging, we're just saying, okay, I know what that is, not interested in it. Let it just pass by. If you have something that's constantly gnawing at you, right? It comes and goes and comes and goes. You finally just say, hey, come over here and sit down with me so that we can have this conversation. I really need to know what you really need. Okay? This fear or whatever it is that just comes and goes and comes and goes. It's there, it's gone. It's there, it's gone. And you say to yourself, okay, we're going to satisfy this, and I want to know what you need. What is it that you need? And whatever it may be. And you'll be amazed on what takes place. Does that take courage? Sure it does. A lot of us wouldn't care to do that. Now, it'll go away. And it does. But then it comes back. And it could do this for years and years and years. When all you've got to do is turn around, take it by the hand, sit down with it, and talk with it. You can feel it. In the quiet time of this meditation, you'll feel it in your heart-mind. See? What are you feeling? You're feeling the deep eternal love that you are within that body. You're feeling that you're omnipotently powerful being, because you are. There's no contesting that. Within that body. And you feel this flow, and you're shifting your energetic frequencies into a higher comprehension of spirit. And this is what's happening. Why do you think? You think it's temporary? No. This is a transition for the civilization, which it has chosen. Collective consciousness has chosen. That we're moving on. We're not stagnant anymore. We have decided to move on. Okay? We got tired of waiting for the bus to pick us up, so we all became the bus. And we're moving forward, and we've decided to do so without regret, worry, stress, fear, doubt. None of that's there. Because we feel within ourselves that we truly are the God. We are the kingdom of God. We are the heaven. We're all of those things. Every one of us is. And we begin to embrace it more. We begin to deeply and eternally love ourselves more. We begin to commune with the God that we are much more. And we start feeling that we're never alone. We discover it. It's amazing how so many on this planet feel alone. And that's ego mind, right? It's the illusion of separation. But when each of us start to discover, on our own volition, that we are the God in the body, that we are pure consciousness, that we are pure, deep, eternal love, that our light is blinding, that we're kind, generous, humble, with ourselves at all times, that we stay in the highest of deepest gratitude at all times. This isn't third dimension. This is going into fifth density of frequency. Why? Because we've chosen that. That's why. And this is why we continue to float up. Higher frequencies, feel lighter, feel much more at ease, much less disturbed, much less irritated. Still there sometimes, but nowhere where it used to be. And we embrace it. Because we sense it is who and what we truly are within these bodies. Never depletes, never diminishes, never goes anywhere. It is always with us. And all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. I'll join you in meditation. I'll return close down. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose. And an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still, relaxed into your body, focused on your breath rising and falling. Feelings are what make this life extremely rich and wonderful. They give our life dimension and create a more intimate and personal experience of reality. Our feelings enable us to heal ourselves as well as accept the infinite mystery of this life. For today, allow yourself to let down your protective shields with this world and explore how you really feel about yourself, others, and the world as it is in this very moment. Give yourself permission to feel everything and anything you can. Invite in and explore every type of feeling that comes into your body today. Confront the feelings you've been avoiding. Breathe deeply into them. Sit with them. Simply feel them. Keep your mind and heart open to this rich, rewarding, egoless experience. This is your turn to be emotionally free. Trust your feelings. Stop resisting them and dive into each one with an open heart full of curiosity, wonder, and courage. When you stop trying to manage and control your emotions, they will transform you from the inside out. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and the following morning. And we will return here Sunday, February 23, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, purest of the purest purest, eternal gratitude at all times. No matter what's going on within you or outside of you. Open your heart. Allow the magic to flow in.